Hey guys, welcome back to Grand Theft Auto 5. Yeah, just ignore that. So today, guys, we're going to be using my mods again. However, we're going to be using the original mod to do a few different things. Dead Jimmy. So the door is locked, but we can actually... If you teleport into Michael's house as a different character, you can have conversations with Michael's family. Like, I'm in here as Franklin. Here's Amanda.
How you doing, Mrs. DeSanta?
Oh, please, call me Amanda.
Yeah, you can bring Trevor in as well, but Trevor has, like, angry conversations. Anyway, we're going to be using my teleport mod today, as we're going to be teleporting into different interiors. Some of these are quite secret. Some of these are just regular, you know, GTA Online apartment type things. So I'm going to skip the apartments because there's nothing special about those. Now the first one is the Life Invader office. This office is shown in the mission Friend Request. For some reason there are doors that work, but these other doors don't work. Some of these interiors will be a bit glitchy. Like as you see, there's like a weird yellow thing up there. But in here we have the Invader Zone. In the mission I showed that this room down here is actually available. And I got a bunch of trolleys and stuff in here, old stuff. And then this door leads outside. So we got the Yoga Zone, Tech Stop, and the Sweat Lodge. Okay, for some reason this weird thing just shows up right there. Here we got a bunch of things. Keep an eye on this Split Sides West sign, because we will actually be going into that interior later. There's some vanilla unicorn stuff up there. A cat sitter. I will look after your pets and water the plants and keep an eye on your place while you're away. Call Sarah. Bishop's what the fuck. Over here we got some stuff. I gave up acting to save my sanity. We got some tea, coffee, some weird looking stuff in that jar over there. Some vending machines. Here we actually have a working vending machine in this secret interior. I think you could buy one of these during the mission if you want one on the way in or out.
Damn, that hit the spot.
Now, unlike the missions, the interiors... Whoa, okay. Outside the missions, the interiors are mostly empty. Sometimes you can find a few people hanging around. Like, I'm just gonna shoot you guys. Here's the other exit. Here we got a waiting room area. There's some more magazines. Now basically this video is going to be dedicated to showing you secret interiors that only appear in certain missions and actually going around and exploring them. And as you see, I'm using my 100% save game, which is why I've got my... this t-shirt here is special for Franklin. You only unlock it after getting 100%. And it's this cool little t-shirt that's got 100% and lots of gold on it. So you can't buy that anywhere. You can only unlock it in the wardrobe after getting 100%. Is that the Joker up there? I have to admit, this is actually some pretty cool art. Over here... Now, these games are unique from GTA 4. I don't think you can't actually play them in this game, but in GTA 4 you could actually play these Q3D games. They're quite cool. We want your data. Some elevators. Time to dock around. Life Invader. I like this one. Keep calm and carry on sharing. This office is filled with people. And that is how you do business in Life Invader. Now, engineering room, work hard, play hard. Data is there to be shared. So I guess these people steal their people's public data and stuff. In this room, we have this room you cannot normally access during the mission. Those things just disintegrate. But in the mission, you can actually find 3 guys having a meeting around this table. but with the mod you can get inside. So we got privacy, no lies, live tomorrow. Data is there to be used / shared. Remember, we aren't always if we aren't always tripping them off, then we don't read the TC IAA backdoor GISM access. Are they hacking into like the IAA or something? Over here we got a TV. Quite a lot of digital stuff in here. Now, can you use... Oh yeah, you can actually use the internet on some of these computers. Cult crazy fleas with cash. Let's see. Oh, they're talking about the Epsilon program when you could steal the money as Michael. Now, in this room, this is where Michael finds and plants the bug on the device. Got some pizza, some coffee. It's that Piswasa. You're in for a good time. For sale. Fixer bike, perfect for douchey hipsters. $300. Have you seen someone? Oh, have you seen my car? I last saw it parked outside, no longer there. Join my band. As I say, ugly band player required to take lead singer better off. And then a bunch of phone numbers. So there's quite a few hidden things that you don't read during the mission. Bradley's awesome burrito snack. Mexican food delivered to your doorstep. Fajitas, burritos, quesadillas, and enchiladas. Tacos. Vanilla unicorns. Pole dancing lessons. I wonder where that's in here. This is the same thing as what was in the other room. Over here we got a bunch of equipment. The same posters are on this wall. I guess they had it photocopied. The device was inside this suitcase. But sadly we can't see inside the suitcase because that other mod that I have, the menu move mod that allows you to sort of move things around, I currently have that disabled. But normally I'd be able to use the mod to... It sort of acts like The Sims in a way. You can pick things up and move them around. So I can take like all the laptops and stick them all in there or something. Over here, this office is also inaccessible in the mission. During the mission, Chuck Norris can actually be found in here before he gets his head blown off on TV. If you come to this room during the mission, you can actually see him sitting here at the head of the table having a meeting. But they were having their little meeting. Not really much special going on in here except a bunch of tables and chairs. So that's the first interior. Obviously I'm not going to show all the interiors in one video. I'm going to do them over 2 or 3 videos. And there are actually quite a few unique ones along the way. So this is FIB office. Well, it's not the whole office, but just the lobby. For some reason, the guy who did this mod didn't design all the floors, but there's quite a lot of floors to go around. You got the top floor, you got the non-destroyed part where you do the mopping, you've got the blown up parts. Okay, Franklin's outfit seems to be a bit faded in this interior. Also, the game is lagging. It usually lags because of the traffic I stick in the game. Yeah, you can enter the elevator. Fun fact, I think the building only has, I think it's either 51 or 52 floors, but for some reason the elevator goes to 59. This one also opens. For some reason this one doesn't open. And there's a secret way through here, but you can't actually go there because it disappears. Next we've got the yacht from the mission Daddy's Little Girl, where you come here to get Tracy off of her yacht. Well, not off her yacht, but she's down here. This is the only bit of the yacht you actually get to see. They were smoking some fine Cuban cigars. What? That's better. Over here we've got a empty hot tub with what looks like a ripped bra in here. Got some trousers. They were really having a S&M party here. Got all clothes strewn around the place, cigarettes, broken plates. Now down here there's a few things. I think this radio normally plays music during the mission. I think it yeah, it usually plays the Kelly Rowland song Work during the mission, but the radio doesn't work outside the mission. Now this is the only bit you get to freely see. As you see, there's no way from down here to get upstairs, but if you teleport, there is actually a whole upstairs area. Like, here's some chairs. You can't go into any of these places, but you can see around the sides. Upstairs there's a helipad where you can land helicopters if you spawn this in using mods and shit. We got some tables and chairs. We got a bar over here. I guess this area was originally going to be featured as well, but we got a whole bar area. And over here, this area is actually there's a glitch in the mission where before you confront Tracy, if you teleport up here, the guy in the pink shirt who shoots at you when he chases you on the jet ski is actually standing here if you get up here. There is also a front bit of the yacht, but you never get to see this during the mission. There's just some half-open hot tubs. And then just some more messed up chairs and stuff, and then that's shut off. So that's the yacht. Next we have the destroyed hospital. Now this is only seen during the Stranger and Freak mission, it's called Vinewood Souvenirs, Aude Napoli. Now this interior is can briefly be explored after completion of the mission, because after you complete the mission, the hospital, this entrance here will be like broken open, but as you see it's shut up right now. But the entrance will be broken open after the mission finishes and you can explore. But after the mission, if you save your game and reload, the hospital will be shut up again, which actually creates a fun glitch. If you save the game in here and then reload it, the interior will disappear and you'll just fall down onto the map. Once again, we have fully functional vending machines. Now, during the mission, you have to chase Aude Napoli's SUV throughout Los Santos with the two crazy Brits, Nigel and Mrs. Thornhill. And the chase ends with Aude Napoli driving through the hospital in his car, and he crashes out the window on the other side and passes out, and then we kidnap him. So, this hospital's got quite a lot of stuff. During the mission, you drive through here really quickly in a car, so you don't really get to explore because you're supposed to be chasing De Napoli. During the mission, there are a few doctors and nurses around, although I don't think there's anyone here outside the mission. A lot of back room areas. No smoking, no eating, no music, no littering, no skating, no roller skating. Let's see, we got the exit over there. Exit here as well. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, let's have a quick drink of water. Ah, that's better. Right, we got the reception, the wards, 1, 6, 7, 13. Over here we got this fully functional shop. There's actually quite a lot of cool stuff in here. We got earthquakes. We got zebradas, if that's how you pronounce it. Meteorite bars. A lot of this stuff can be seen in corner stores. You can't rob the register, sadly. For some reason, they have Vangelico bags in here. The only other place in the game you can find Vangelico bags is obviously in the Vangelico jewelry store during the jewel store job. But they seem to sell them here. They also sell, what the? Oh god, I've caused everything to fall from the shelf. They also have Impotent Rage statues here as well, which was Trevor's favorite statue. God, I'm ruining the whole shop. There are some unique stuff in here as well, like there's some unique books on sale, like Creatures of Myth, Los Santos Gun Club t-shirts, oh god. Now, the car crashes through this hallway. The ceiling has been mostly ripped apart. Now, this area you don't normally see because you drive down there. Here's some beds. There aren't any sick people on the beds in the mission, but, you know, there are some doctors and stuff hanging around. Of course, the stuff in here is actually sort of reused, because in GTA 4, you could enter 2 hospitals, one in Broker and one in Alderney, and you could enter those hospitals, and they had all this kind of stuff in them. The beds and stuff are already ruined, probably because they're made to look like that for the mission. As you see, this window is actually boarded up, but it's just invisible from inside. So as you see, that's what it looks like after you save and reload the game. And that's the destroyed hospital. This one isn't very special. This is the broken stilt house that Michael pulls down in the mission Marriage Counseling. You can explore this without mods, obviously, but just a closer look to the insides. Next one is another one you get to explore. We have Vangelico Jewel Store. I hear the police outside. Now, everybody knows what goes on. You come in here, you blow the jewel store, you rob the jewel store. Blast everything. You got cash registers and shit. The only secret thing, really, is this room is normally inaccessible, but now it's open. Basically, it's just a CCTV security room. You can get in here without mods. I think during the heist, if you choose the loud approach, the jewel store manager actually comes out, and the second she comes out the door, if you run in quickly, it'll prevent the door from shutting again, and you can explore it. We can use this computer. Not much special about the jewel store, everyone sees it. Next, this is quite a big one. We have the Los Santos Morgue from the mission Dead Man Walking, where Michael has to infiltrate the hospital by pretending to be dead. It spawned us upstairs near the window that you use to climb out. So normally you don't go into this room. This room is over in the far corner of the upstairs area. The cool thing is you get to break all the windows. There's the window Michael escapes out of during the mission, although I think it's actually blocked now. Yep, we can't go out there. But over here we have Dr. A. Smith, Chief Medical Examiner. Andy Smith, Chief Coroner. There's a bunch of pills in his room. We got this statue over here. Winner Coroner of the Year 1997. And we got that weird head. Client files. We got like a little printer. It says we can use the internet even though the computer doesn't need... Oh, it's this computer. Looks like he was doodling when Michael decided to have a shootout in his morgue. Dr. Andy can't be found during the mission. I mean, he might be one of the doctors that operate on Michael, but it's never said. Here are some scans. It's unknown if these are from Michael or not, but most likely not, as the skull has a crack on it. Also, here's the same doodles again. Over here, we've got a bunch of weird medical equipment, probably for examining dead people. Over here, this area isn't really explored. This is an area full of laptops and computers that you can use. Even this TV in the corner. Once again, there's an optional vending machine over there. Now, on this bulletin board, we have a few things. We have Know Your Weapon, and there's a combat pistol up there. Claimant Corrupt. Handyman Repairs, A. Michelle. Aliens Took My Children. Yes, jail time. And here's some people who have died. That picture of that guy is just creepy. Dexter Fisher and Morgan Price are dead. Those guys are dead as well. There's their little license right there. Save a bit of time by jumping down the stairs. Caution, this door is alarmed. Through here are the stairs to the next level. So you can't enter any of these rooms. But over here is an elevator. You can go inside, but there's nothing special in here. Now down here, this is where Michael originally woke up, over here. So we got some examination areas. Here we got a desk. Some, I guess these are like certificates for their handiwork. Got this reception area. Over here there's this back area, like a locker room. Some unknown writing. And the last thing to examine is the room where Michael was kept, which is in here. So this is where Michael woke up. The bag is still here. What the hell is that? I've got some needles and stuff. Latex gloves. Can't go through dead bodies without them. That doesn't look very safe. There's needles in that bin. A biohazard room there. Now wash your hands. Bunch of chemicals are around. Across the hall, this is where the dead bodies were, but there's none here now. I guess they were stored away in the drawers. J. Pierce, F. Bradlam, A. Smith. Oh, A. Smith has made another appearance. The guy who has the office upstairs. R. Taruma. And Davis. McGinnis. So that's the morgue's interior. What's next? Next we have cargo ship. This is from the Merryweather heist. This one is not special. You can explore this ship anytime you want. So we're going to move on. This is a sunken cargo ship. This is just how it looks if you choose to blow it up in the Merryweather freighter version heist. I like the way it's right next to the normal ship. Next, we've got the O'Neill's little ranch they have from the mission. The mission's called Crystal Maze. That was it. Now, parts of the ceiling are after you blow up the guy's house, it becomes pretty hard to explore. As you see, half of these rooms get knocked down, and now it's impossible to get to the door. So after you blow it up, it becomes a bit harder to explore due to the debris being stuck on the inside. I got some beds. All these doors are actually open. Because during the mission, you don't really get to see upstairs. Obviously, it wouldn't look like this if the house hadn't been smashed to pieces beforehand. We can't seem to go downstairs. And we've been teleported into the weird, destructive state of the house. And this is just the burnt out version. It still shows the inside. Now this one, we have North Yankton Graveyard and Town. Now, North Yankton is only accessed during 2 missions of the game, which is the prologue and the mission Bury the Hatchet. And North Yankton on the map of Los Santos is located to the southeast of the city, over the ocean. This is the gate that Trevor escapes out of. The grave is a bit glitched at the moment. You can see the new Michael Townley grave that was put up in the prologue, and the old Michael Townley gravestone that appears in Bury the Hatchet. This area over here is not solid, so I'm not going to get too close to that. In fact, as you see, you can sort of see where it's solid and where it's not solid by dropping these around. Oh, it is solid! Okay, so they've actually made it solid. It wasn't solid before, but it now is. Half the gates around the cemetery have opened. Unlike the mission, there is no traffic or trains or anything going around Ludendorff in North Yankton. But here you see, this is the parking area where the church is. So we got the masses. Lost Dog Growler. Over here we got a bunch of warehouses. We can actually explore the town of North Yankton now. So here we got an auto parts place. We got Ludendorff wood supplies. Now during the mission, the furthest you come down this road is here. You never get to drive through the town. Because both missions start you off from near the bank. And you drive up this way and you turn off down a certain road. Like, you turn off on the road towards the farm in the prologue, and you turn off towards the church in this mission. So basically, most of you have seen what it looks like around here already. So I'm mainly going to explore the town. We got Ludendorff Repairs. We got the Ludendorff Coffee. This over here is the cinema, which actually has some of the movies that appear in the main GTA 5 map. which is Bitch in the Trunk, and the Capivaro, which you can actually watch in the cinema. Apparently, they've also got water torture playing here at the moment, and this is called the Pollock Cinema, which is quite unique. Who's Placenta? Water torture. Got these old bins. Here we got like a travel agency type place. We got Ludendorff Locksmith. We got the Klepto's Porn Store. Here we got like a really fake looking garage entrance that looks really fake. Now here they've actually stuck an invisible wall in case the player manages to glitch their way down here, but normally by the time you get to this point the mission would fail, because during the mission if you drive off of the route to the cemetery you fail the mission for abandoning the route. But as you see, your bullets pass through the thing, but you don't. But here we go, we're through now. Over here we got some fake looking trees. We're at a pharmacy. This weird looking snow covered building. We've got discount kitchen supplies. Ludendorff Hardware, North Yankton's premium hardware store, estimated from 1978. Here we've got a strange stop sign that's not really needed. So as you can see, I guess they were originally planning on featuring the town a bit more, but decided to sort of cover it up. There are a few shops over there as well. Like, once again, we got the porn store, we got Ludendorff Locksmith. So they're repeating shop names down here. Here, it's for some reason, it's backwards, but that is Ludendorff Locksmith again. That fake-looking warehouse is back again. Now, as you see, the further we get, the more, like, bad it's starting to look. In fact, let's spawn a North Yankton car and go down the road. This vehicle is quite rare. The only time you can find this is during the mission Bury the Hatchet. It's parked outside the cemetery, and I guess it's Trevor's. But this is the Mesa that you can normally see around San Andreas map. If you don't recognize it, that there is the normal version of it. But down here we got some buildings and stuff. We got a hotel there. And we got the Banner Hotel, 2 Banner Hotels. Now at night a strange thing pops up here. So I'm going to change the time. But as you see, at night, this weird looking city thing pops up to make it look like it's part of the town. But for some reason, during the day, it just disappears. So let's get back in the Mesa. As you see, the textures are starting to look really bad. Now, do not drive any further, because this here is the end of the map, as you can see. So I'm going to drive really quickly through town now. Now, everybody knows this area. Oh, poor Franklin.
Something don't feel too good.
Up here we got a welcome to Ludendorff sign. This is apparently the home of the Midwest's largest beaver, which is right there. So we've got the Ludendorff Beaver. Something. Ludendorff Beaver was built in 1987. Something was to be built at 10 a.m. The something fashions for being the bigger something of the Midwest. So half of it's covered up. But that's that. Over here we got these weird barn areas. This is the farm where the shootout occurs at the end of the prologue. You can hear these creepy wind chimes going off. Now, one thing I've noticed, sometimes a pedestrian actually appears sitting in this chair, but there doesn't appear to be one right now. But sometimes there is a person sitting here outside this house. Now, there's actually a Christmas tree in this window, which is actually just a weird looking texture from the inside. Now over here, this is where Dave Norton appeared and shot Trevor. He shot Brad through the little scope. Around here, the back of the barn doesn't exist for some reason. It's just an invisible back. Although it is solid. This is where, at the end of the prologue, this is where Trevor runs away into the darkness. This is where he takes the lady hostage around the back here. And this is where he sort of makes his stand right here. Okay, that's the farm. Next, we have this railway bridge. Now, during the mission, you can drive down here without the mission failing, as long as you're not off the road too long. But as you see, as you're approaching the train tracks, turn right and go down here, and you'll find a little surprise under this bridge. Under this bridge is an alien. So underneath the train bridge is this frozen alien in the ice, who's obviously been trapped down here for a while, and he's just trying to, you know, break free from the ice. But anyway, no matter how hard you try, you can't... What the hell? Okay. You can... No matter how hard you try, you just can't break the ice. The alien is just stuck under there. Okay, so if we carry on, over here we just got some barns that aren't really featured in anything. Over here we got a little silo. Now, I've tested this, and in the PlayStation 3 version and the Xbox 360, you can actually climb up this ladder. But I guess since the game developers don't really want you exploring North Yankton, they sort of prevented you from climbing it on the PS4, Xbox One, and PC versions. So this is just the road you drive down. All the roads that go off turn to nothing. As you see, it's a road, but as it goes on, it just turns to snow and just goes on. So that's what all the roads that turn off look like. Down here we have Ludendorff Bank. We've already seen that many times, so we're not going to go and check that out. We got "Welcome to Ludendorff" sign with a penis and "This town sucks" written on the back of it. Once again, if you go down here, you'll reach the end of the map. So that's North Yankton. That's Yankton Bank. This is the Cluckin' Bell Farm that's found in the mission, the Paleto score, and you can actually enter it like this when you turn the mod on. Over here we have this office. You can actually hear chickens. I'm not sure, but I think it may be possible to find chickens around here somewhere. We've got some offices around here. Certificate of Health and Safety. So here we've got the sad bit where the chickens are roasted. There we go. They can't hurt you anymore. Oh god, half of them are stuck in there. Ah! One of them fell off. By the sounds of it, there is someone in here somewhere. Here, this is where the meat comes through. Be aware. Know your animals. So we got cows, suitable, no. Pigs are a no. Dogs are maybe. Chickens are yes. Oh god. They're thinking of cooking dogs in here as well. You know, we've already got chicken. We might as well put some dogs on the menu as well. staff must wash hands and keep this area tidy. Now over here, this is where the train is in the mission. Okay, so there are actually people in here if you open the interior up. In fact, let's have a chat.
Hey, what up, my nigga? Hi.
Hey, what up, my nigga? Right, so this area, this goes right outside. This is where the soldiers come from when they, you know, they charge into the factory.
Man, I'm not even high.
What? I'm not even high. Okay, and that's the chicken factory. Next, we have the train crash. This crash is only present on the bridge between the missions. I think it's between the missions Derailed and Hang 10. These trains are here, as I think they disappear after the mission Hang 10. But basically, there's just these train wrecks that are going across this bridge.
Shit, that hurt.
Next location, we got the UFO in Fort Zancudo. And the UFO actually pushes you away when you get close to it. Whee! Yeah, you can practically just float like this above the UFO forever. What happens if I let go of my parachute? Oh my god, it's throwing me away from it! Yay! Bye, UFO! I don't want to do that shit again. So basically, these UFOs only appear after you get 100% or if you use the mods. This UFO appears above Sandy Shores at the hippie camp. Underground parking. This, there are many locations located underneath the Mission Row police station. And this is one of a few locations that you don't need mods to get into. There is actually a glitch in the map where you can teleport down here. I'll show that off in a minute. But this is the little underground car park where you, if you do a race, and then your character does like the little winner thing where they do like the little jerk or clap or whatever. Or air guitar, and then they do it in that little parking area. This is that parking area, and it's right underneath. So it's right underneath this road here, in front of the police station of Los Santos. Now there is a glitch over here that allows you to get to that and several other interiors around the area. Basically, to get up there you need a car. Yeah, that's about close enough. Now, once you get to a certain bit, you will climb over. Now, basically, one of the interiors that I haven't been to yet, there's one right, there's one here, there's one right down here, and there's one about here. You need a parachute, obviously, and you want to pull it immediately. Don't hang around. Now, just go down slowly, and you should eventually land in the interior. Okay, I don't think I landed in it that time. Well, I didn't land in it right there, but somewhere under here is an interior. I'm just gonna... It's basically about here, so I'm just gonna fall down from here. It's about there somewhere, because I know that you can parachute into that interior. Oh god, I'm flying away. No, well, it is possible to parachute into it, because I actually parachuted into one by accident earlier. Let's try falling down here. Okay, we're not landing in anything right now, but the interiors are down here. Think about, let's try about here. We nearly landed in it right there. That there was Franklin almost landing in the interior. So we got pretty close. It's, the interior is actually invisible until you land in it. But I was just about right there. But Franklin like hit it and then sort of bounced off of it with his leg. And we're in!
Wow, that hurt.
So basically, when you parachute down, try and aim for where I am on the map right now. So as you see, there's actually an interior here. And this is Split Sides West Comedy Club. And so basically you don't need that with mods. Oh, but be careful though, because the walls are not solid. And I've lost the location of the club. Oh, here it is. So, this was originally going to be in the game, but was cut before completion. But you can still see stuff in here, like we've got the Comedy Festival, June the 20th to June the 21st and 2nd. This club does have an exterior, like I think the outside of the club is here in West Vinewood, but the inside of it is hidden under the Mission Row police station. So we got some very ugly looking pictures of people up here. So we got a bar area. This is all solid except for the walls. So we got Split Sides West Comedy Club. Hey, hey, hey! Who wants to hear some jokes? So this is Split Sides West. There are several other interiors under the room. This is one of the other interiors I tried to land in. This is the mugshot room, where you design your GTA Online character. So he stands up against there. And then around here somewhere there's the other room. Now this is the room where they watch you from at the very beginning of when you start choosing your character. And funnily enough, guess what? There's pictures of Trevor Phillips in here. That picture was actually taken during the prologue of the game, when Trevor gets out of the car after it crashes into the train. And over here, we have 2 more pictures of Trevor Phillips. Oh. For some reason, guns don't make noises in here. But hidden in the corner in here is actually pictures of Trevor Phillips, which is quite cool. Now, somewhere down here, in here is the other room where you can design your character. And over here we just got a bunch of other rooms. Here they were obviously taking the character's fingerprints and stuff. Next interior we have, oh look! SS Comedy Club. Well, we don't have much to explain there. Next we've got Lester's house. Now this interior we see a few times during the story. Lester's got all these old crap in here. Over here he's trying to make some stuff. Vinewood Zombie. He's got a bunch of newspaper clippings. Righteous Slaughter 7, The Art of Contemporary Killing. Now there is some artwork to CJ. As you see down there, that is actually CJ from San Andreas, his artwork of him with the dual-wielding pistols, and he's standing in front of that artwork. So that there is a surveillance book, but that is CJ on that book. I think there's also some references to other characters around here. Like out here, this is a reference to this one right here at the front. This guy here with the blue and red jacket is a reference to French Tom from GTA5, the guy that you have to have your gay date with, because he's using Gay Tom's outfit there, so that was quite cool. I've got some swords in here. Lester's got a lot of crap in his house. Ugh. He's got a bat near the door for intruders. Here's his outside footage that Michael swears at him on. He's got a laptop on the bed that you can use. Next we got the plane crash from the mission Kedembre Libre. So the plane eventually crashed. For some reason it is floating in the air. And no, you cannot go inside. That's better. I guess that's the plane crash. Next we have Simeon Yotarian's dealership. You can enter this multiple times during free roam. The only real difference is that the employee of the month is now Simeon himself rather than Franklin. Over here he's got a bunch of post-it notes and stuff. Do not time calls from H. Romley. Oh damn, he's got some hoochies behind his desk. I guess these are pictures of cars that he wants to steal and stuff. But most of the dealership is the same as how it would normally be. Next we got Lester's sweatshop, or his garment factory as it's sometimes known. He's got a little machine next to the door. Now you enter this interior multiple times throughout the game as well. So here we got, you know, Lester's office with his computer and stuff, and here we got like a little back room area where he keeps things stored. Next we have Fame or Shame from the mission Fame or Shame. At the back we have some very glitchy looking ATM machines that seem to work just fine. I spent a lot of money on some stuff in this game. More vending machines. Some guy just took some money out of the ATM. Oh god, there's people panicking. Run! Run, everybody, run! Hey. Normally there are people sitting down here, but of course I've just scared them all away. Welcome, contestants. Take a seat and wait your turn. Visitors and personnel in these premises are subject to search. And in here we have... This is where the auditions take place. We can play with the curtains and stuff. It's kind of fun. But this is where Laszlo has his interviews with Tracy. The judges' tables. Back here is a hidden area. I guess this is where people can, like, the judges and contestants, I guess, can, like, chill out. And there's a bunch of CCTV footage from the show. Okay, so that's the Fame or Shame interior. Next we have Union Depository Vault. Now in here we can go into all these cages. Obviously the gold isn't in here anymore. The big tough door that's supposed to keep thieves out, you can actually break in through, and the door goes through the wall like that. Got some signs and stuff. Here's the elevator that you break into, or that you use in the one of the approaches. You can kick the door open and go inside. Nothing special in here though. Next we have the very small janitor's apartment from the mission Cleaning Out the Bureau. Basically you follow this guy Harvey Molina with his red sedan, and he eventually leads you to this apartment, and you come in here and you take his overalls. But he's got a nice little apartment. Got some magazines, a TV. I actually like this apartment. I would actually, I wouldn't like live here, but I wouldn't mind staying here if it wasn't for all these weird marks and rust and stuff. If it was actually like really clean, I wouldn't mind coming in and living here. But it's quite nice in here. Next we have building next to the jewel store that you investigate during one of the subtle jewel store job, and you also come in here during the mission Casing the Jewel Store as Michael, where there's a bunch of painting equipment and stuff for the opening of a new shop, Max Surrenda, that they have. Next we have the high-end garages. We got the mid garages and low garages. And a little fact, that's actually the license plate from the cars in GTA 4. Next we got Humane Labs. This is quite a big one, so I'm going to skip this one for now. These ones here are quite unique actually. Here we got Sandy Shores Sheriff's Office. So this is located inside the Sandy Shores branch. These doors don't go nowhere. But I guess originally they had a whole office full of stuff. Look at that, wanted man. $1,000 reward for information leading to the arrest of anyone who processes an illegal handgun. And they've got a map in here. For some reason, the Paleto Bay police station isn't loading properly, although usually it does load. We got a Paleto Bay bank. There's some pictures of random pedestrians up on the walls. You may have seen some of these people wandering around the streets here and there. But Hugh Bonar. I guess these are all got funny names because he's called Hugh Bona. We got Dick Rogers. We got Libido and Hank Ox. And over here we got drawers with money and stuff in them. Here we have the Tequila La nightclub. You come in here during the Vinewood Souvenirs Willy mission. There are people in here. This is my investigation. Even security was running. Oh god. But this is the interior. Got some guitars on the stage. How did that guy survive? Anyway, although it's not required, there is a secret area down here during the mission with machines and stuff. And a pool table. Franklin's Aunt's House Recycling Plant Foundry. Madrasa's Ranch. The last one I'm going to do in this video, and I'm going to do the rest in another video, is Bahama Mama's West. I showed this location to a friend last night, actually, and that's actually what convinced me to make this video today. So from inside the club, the door is invisible, but there is a door there. Sometimes a person can be found at that chair. So welcome Bahama Mama's West, general admission, ladies 20 and men 20, no refunds. This club was originally going to be featured as a location that you could go and hang out in GTA 5, but it was cut before the game came out. There was a way to get into the club in GTA Online, but they cut that. We've got an ATM that we can access. We got this hallway area. And as you see, we got a fully functional club. Some of the stuff isn't solid, but it's still pretty cool nonetheless. We got like cocktail menus and stuff. Yeah, cocktail menus. We got the toilets. I like the little sex signs that we have above them. Also, yes, the carpet is sperm. Yeah, they've got sperm carpets in here, which is quite creepy. We got a cool moving dance floor. This is actually pretty cool. It would have been amazing if they kept this in at the final version. There's another bar back there. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end the video now. I'll see you again next time, because right now I'm going to be DJing some hard beats. And I'll see you again next time for more GTA 5. See you again next time.